So hey guys, I'm going to do a trade review on the 22nd of May. Okay, for this day I did two trades. Okay, the first trade is Asian range trade, okay, which is actually 21st May, but I'm in Malaysia, okay, so I'll just take it as a 22nd May. Okay, so the first trade was an Asian range trade. Okay, it was a minus $33. Okay, so for this whole day, sum up I lost around $120. Okay, so $120 in two trades. But overall, I did not feel much. Like it just feels different. Like I'm getting used to losing already. Okay, but I do agree the risk I took was a bit big for a $4,000 account. But that's about it because I was seeing the risk reward was good. Okay, now mine will just go right into it. Okay, so the second trade, the risk to reward, I risked around $77, I think. Wait, yeah, $77. Okay, but if the trade had painted out, I would have held for at least $150 and around $300 also to my terminus. Okay, so let's see. So for the first trade, okay, I'm going to go for the Asian range trade first. Okay, so right here, so you can see this Thursday daily candle. Remember, I'm still being bullish on a long-term basis. Okay, so when price dig down like that, takes out a daily low. Okay, let's not say we are going to be bullish for the whole week. Okay, but the fact that price dig down like that, and Thursday and Friday was the only day we have news. Okay, so I'm expecting price to do some movement during Friday, which is why I took an Asian trade. Okay, so as you can see, price just move lower. Okay, price just move lower. 1 p.m. boom, lower again, then drop lower again, takes out a daily low, and this is where I went long. Okay, well, I made a vlog, okay, which is me managing this Asian range trade in the morning when I wake up. Everything okay, was, well, you guys can look forward to it. It's just me managing my trade, managing this particular trade. Okay, so as you can see, I bought here, I'll stop out here, 16 handle stop loss as I showed my stop loss. So that's why it's a $33 trade, $33 loss. Okay, but the most important thing is I bought here, but price did move up to the 15-minute rejection block. Definitely this was the time I should have taken profit. Okay, I should have just take profit and that's it. Yeah, that's how I see it now. Okay, so yeah, you see, I was buying at 2116.75, which is around here, which is the buy side. So I'm expecting price to use the buy side and send price higher. So this rejection block, remember, is the bodies. Okay, so doesn't matter. I was looking for this high, but definitely, like what ICT always say, take profits at the bodies. Well, yep, so that's about it. So that's what I believe I could have done better. Okay, so yeah, for this trade in particular, I'll leave it to the vlog first. Okay, so the next one, so never mind, we just, okay, let's ignore this. You see, I bought here 1 minute. Okay, it was a 3-minute BC actually. Okay, so I bought here, you can see I bought here. My stop loss was here, right here. Okay, so I bought here, price just hover around it, leaving partially unfilled, then shoots up to the rejection block. Yes, I was seeing it here, and then shoots down, take out my stop loss. Yeah, I was working out at the same time for managing this trade. So to me, it's just like that. I was just managing price. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's it for this trade. Okay, so now we go back to the okay, for this session, unfortunately I recorded the wrong screen again. And I just show you guys what it is. Yeah, this was my other screen, just showing the SMT divergence and stuff. Yeah, you can see it was a whole 3 hours video, but I was really, but never mind, I'll show you guys. It was a loss also. It was $77 loss. Okay, so right here I'm going to I took a pre-market trade first. So the first trade I manually close it. Well, I'm going to go through the logic now. You can see, as I was saying, what I'm expecting higher price. Thursday 12 a.m. Asian range was really ugly. Then 12 a.m. boom higher, matches around the first fair value gap of the day. Okay, it's not the first presented fair value gap of 9:30 a.m. Okay, it's of the day. Okay, I'm just using it because you can see he was holding the price and price just shoot up like that. Okay, so I was expecting to take a pre-market session trade. Okay, why? Because London session has not moved much. Okay, that's why I decided to take a pre-market trade first. Okay, because of this. You can see suddenly clean price action during 6:50 a.m. shot up like that. So I'm thinking we broken the what? The consolidation. We broken the consolidation right here. Okay, which means what? I'm thinking of looking high. I'm thinking of high price. So we broke the consolidation. To me, this was a market structure shift, and I was expecting this BC to hold price and continue sending price higher. Okay, but it did not do so. Okay, so entering the trade. So there's a lot of factor for me going long. See the midnight opening range here. This is the purple rectangle. We went up, okay, and we shoot down lower again. Okay, I'm submitting to higher price. Okay. Yeah, remember we have 8:30 a.m. news as well. We have 8:30 a.m. news. We have 9:45 a.m. news, and we have 10 a.m. news. Okay, right here. Yep, right there, just right there. Okay, as you can see, I was looking about this BC supported price move up higher. Okay, yep. I'm going to go long around here, I think. Yep, the fair value gap. I'm eyeing this fair value gap now. Okay. Okay, right here, I'm ready to engage. Okay, right here. Okay, you see I outlined the previous 5-minute CE, which is the previous 5-minute candle halfway of it. Okay, so I don't want to see price even touching it. Okay, that's the whole idea. Okay, with hindsight, I killed this trade. Okay, you can see I was watching this level. As you can see, I just manually closed my trade. Okay, because if you are bullish, that previous candle 5 minutes shouldn't be a concern. Okay, this concept I applied is based on ICT using on a daily range concept. Okay, he was saying if we are bullish, the previous day candle half 50%, we don't want to see price reach for it. Okay, so that's why I closed my trade, as you can see here. Okay, that's about everything that I recorded. Okay, that can be seen here. Okay, as you can see, with hindsight, price went lower. I would have gotten stopped out if I did not close my trade. Okay, that's why I was just managing price, only managing price. That's it, nothing else, just looking at price. Okay, so overall, the whole daily range, as you can see, I just recorded like that. Okay, but you can see price just kept marching lower. Yes, though I was seeing for higher price, but look at price, just keeps on displacing, just keeps on sinking lower. Okay, for this whole day, 8:30 a.m. it started moving higher. 8:30 a.m. usually news, right, we want to see like or something like that. Okay, but for this day, price didn't do so. Why? Okay, first of all, you can see price has been marching lower, really just displacing lower, just going lower. Look at the expansions lower. Okay, just big expansions lower. See very heavy order flow moving lower. Okay, right here. So okay, right here you can see, just right there, Thursday daily low was already taken. Okay, Thursday daily low was already taken, and a daily week CE, another daily low was taken. So we are really in a discount now. Okay, so at this point, price started moving higher. Using 8:30 a.m. news, you can see now price started shooting higher. Okay, my whole point, you can see I outlined this buy side. I was aiming for there. Okay, big shot up. Just you can see the displacement. Yeah, this is a 15-minute chart. Okay, but I'm just going to outline the whole narrative of this whole AM session, which I just sat down there and observed the whole time. Okay, and yeah, I did take a loss as well. Look at that price just displacing higher. Okay, just moving higher. Okay, I have not talked about my one more trade, right, which is a $77 loss. Okay, now mine, you can see price moves so much higher. So at this point I was thinking, oh, I missed the trade, but I remembered something, 9:30 a.m. always will give the second chance. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So at this point, price moves so much higher already. You look at the displacement, very nice displacement. Yes, I was right about the direction moving higher, but I did not participate at all. Okay, well, I got the experience now. Okay, just look at that displacement. Okay, almost 9:30 a.m. for this day. Okay, I want to show you guys is this, then I'll show you guys where I traded it. Okay, so right here, yeah, right here. Okay, now what I outlined is the dealing range. Okay, not really, but it's the dealing range actually from this low to this low, this high. Okay, so now price started moving lower. Okay, so it's normal. Okay, now I'm waiting 9:30 a.m. I'm expecting 9:30 a.m. to send price to the discount first, then only continue moving to the buy side. Okay, right here, look, I was just trading within the range. Why I'm still submitting to high price? Look at the 15-minute chart, big drop lower, displacement, very clear displacement, taking out a low, which is a daily low as well, and then pushing back up. That's a market structure shift. And then now it's returning back into a discount just to send price at least to this whole daily range equilibrium. Okay, so this was my terminus. You can see 15 minutes CB terminus, which means what? After price has reached there, I am done for the day. Okay, but it doesn't have to reach there. Okay, no, wait for it. Okay, look at that swipe down. Okay, this swipe down, boom lower, enters a discount. Just look at the color. Okay, this was the equilibrium line. So I was looking for price to reach below it, which is the discount place, and reach for a PD array. Okay, right here is this 15 minutes BC. Okay, we don't really have a one, but I was watching it at a 1 minute chart as well, and we have the opening range gap 20 second. Okay, keep an eye on this because I was using the opening range gap to take this trade. Okay, look at that white higher. So at this point, okay, we can use the CE of it to trade as long as price doesn't get back below the low of the opening range gap. We still can go higher, and we still got 9:45 a.m. news. Okay, with hindsight, we went higher. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my trade. Again, my trade journal. Okay. Okay, my trade journal. Okay, so I went long around here. Let's see if I got that. Okay, I went long around here. Here I went long using the first value gap, okay. But you can see what was happening here. Time distortion, okay. Price just hover up and down like that, okay. And then I went long here. I went long right at here, okay. Right up here, I'm thinking price move up, touch it and send price higher. But you know, when it's time distortion, I shouldn't. Well, it's not shouldn't. That's why it's just like lesson learned now. Okay. So as you can see, price. My stop loss was what was around here, and I was stopped out by this movement. Poof, and then it just continue hovering around. See the body is being held majority around the CE of the first value gap, and you can see price constantly. The body is constantly closing higher. Okay, then 950 M macro, it starts shooting higher. Okay, so this gives me a thought why I was when price will start moving. Macro times. That's it. Macro times. And just put in the higher time frame like 5 minutes to find like when it should start moving. Okay. Never mind, I'll show you guys. Okay. So I went long using here, which shouldn't be. Okay. So I was long here, stop loss around here. So it was a 30 handle stop loss, 35 or something like that. Okay, stop out here. Boom, boom, boom. But still showing signs of bullishness. Okay, remember, because the whole narrative in my mind is we have went down low enough already, and then price did this drop again, takes out sell sides one more time. There's no need for price to move any lower. It's only reasonable for it to go back into a premium. Like I'm aiming is the lowest hanging fruit, which is the 50-minute CB. And this CB holding the price here, boom, and then it start displacing, leaving without me. Yep, silver bullet here. I could have taken the trade here, but I'm out of bullets already. Okay, I've lost 2 trades, and it's like $100+ already. So that's, you know, I have no more bullets already. Okay. Well, it's not to say it's a sad thing, but it is what it is. Okay, so I went long here. So let's say if I went long here and at the opening range gap CE, that was where I planned to go long. Okay, but I decided to use the first value gap and go long. Okay, so when it's time distortion, just fine. I just use the CE. Okay, that is what I'm telling myself next time. Like if something happens, like I'm going to use the CE. My stop loss is going to be right below the opening gap CE, and the risk is okay. 31 handles, which is around $62. But the risk to reward is what I'm looking at least the terminus. The terminus, let's say it's not here. I can just look for the buy side here, which offered around $150 also. So it's also okay. Okay. Either way, this trade was very nice, or very nice trade. Okay, so but it is what it is. And you can see price reach for it, and with hindsight, it started shooting lower after it just touched it. Price become really sloppy after touching it. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. So right here, very okay. Just gonna observe more. Yeah, I was confident because what? First price retraced back into a discount, and then it started showing signs of supporting, and then the opening range gap. So to me, all criteria have met for me to go long. Okay, that's how I'm seeing it. Yep, and eventually you can see that just big displacement, very big displacement. Look at that, very big displacement. Doing what? 9:50 AM macro. And I tell you what, this move happened all in 9:50 AM macro, reaching for here, and that's it. And then price was just sloppy. It was ugly at the AM session. Yeah, we are reaching there. And then you can see what? New week opening gap. When that's why I was talking about the silver bullet, right? Now I'll just bring it in again. That's why I was talking about silver bullet. Why am I so confident in the silver bullet? Okay, why am I so confident in the silver bullet? Because we have a new week opening gap, and in ICT podcast we want to talk about this also. Okay, when price has been showing signs of going higher, and we have a new week opening gap here, and we have a 15-minute CB, like definitely that will be a nice draw, and we have buy sides, everything. Okay, for this silver bullet long, I would have expected the buy sides to support price. I would have expected something like this to happen as well. Boom, wicks through, shoots up higher. So the silver bullet would have offered around 75 handles as well. Okay. Yep, let's say the silver bullet long. I long here. Very nice. Okay, the stop loss, 30 handle stop loss, also $60 is okay, but the risk to reward is very nice. Let's say I'm taking profit at the new week opening gap is also enough. 75 handles. Wow. Very beautiful trade. Okay. Yep, so that's about it. A losing day. But to me, it's okay. I did not feel like anything. Okay. I was just submitting a price. That's why I took this trade. Okay, just submitting to price because I saw the risk to reward was nice. But yeah, the risk was a little too big. Okay, but I told myself it's one and done, and that's why. But after I wasn't aware of the loss also. Okay, I wasn't aware of how big the loss would have been, like $77. But it's actually okay. Okay, but I'm not going to trade like that. Okay, I'll be more cautious about it. That's why now I'll see whether if it's more than $40, I'm not going to take the trade. Most likely. Okay. But during this time I'm still in profit. Okay, that's why I took the trade. But yeah, that's about it. You see, in trading there's no right or wrong. Like, who's going to tell you what you did was right or what you did was wrong? It's a feeling. So now I think what I could have done better, because there are some trades I can just risk $30 to $40 to have a very beautiful return. But for this kind of trade, it just cannot happen. I got two choices. Either I take the risk, and I respect the risk, and I accept the risk. I accept that I'm going to lose this much. Or either I forgo the trade. Yeah, that's another thing. If you think the risk is too big, just don't take it. That's also one thing. But if I have this stop loss, right, will have been 200 ticks or something, definitely I would not have taken it. I would not risk $100 on the trade. Okay, I would not. So because the 50, if let's say if the stop loss is 15 handles, I'm not going to take the trade. Definitely not. But if it's 36 handles, I'm still okay. Okay, but yeah, so that is what it is. But now how I'm thinking is, because you see the account that I trade, like this account that I'm trading is not just my account. My brothers are using it as well. Okay, so it's not like I can trade based on my account size. But let's say it's based on my account size, it's going to be a $4,000. So it's around around close to 2% stop out. Yes, definitely I think that I could do something better, which is what, like I said, if the risk is too big for this account. That's what I'm thinking also. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for this trade review. See you guys in the next one. And yeah, the vlog will come out. Okay, yeah, you guys can see how I manage it while I was working out and stuff. Okay.